on to the key concept of the lesson, that is, as soon as India faced the emergency was a period where Indians have seen the dictatorship truly in alive. There was no opposition party which was left unturned. All the opposition leaders, including the famous politicians who are present even now, were sent to jails and were imprisoned. The situation was that everything was out of control. It's literally that it is that military rule is in focus, and during the emergency period the fundamental rights are cancelled and the courts were reduced just subordinates to parliamentary, and there is no other alternative except than accepting the orders given by the officials. The officials were made supreme commanders of their executives, and they are only instructed to execute the instructions given by the higher competent authorities. In this scenario, later in 1977, the period of emergency came to an end. During this period, even many of them did not dream or ever thought that it would be ended so soon. And with the end of emergency in 1977, Indira Gandhi she herself declared that she is going to release all the political prisoners and all the prisoners out of the jails, and she is going to contest the elections. So in this period of elections, when she came in to contest the elections, there was a split even in the Congress party itself. Many of the leaders left the mother nation of Congress party and they started their own Congress party. So we got Congress original and Congress, the other Congress party also. So now we got the split in the Congress party, as well as we got the new party called Janata Party, and we also called SAD party, Swatantra Party, and we have many other parties coming into the scenario. Now moving on to the context, when the elections were held in 1977 after the emergency came to end, except very few leaders like Indira Gandhi also lost her own constituency, home constituency, and the Congress could not retain her power at any longer, and most of the leaders who were contested in the Congress seats have lost everything, and the Janata Party came to power with a thumping majority. All the opposition parties came together and fought against the Congress government or Indira Gandhi in personal, because here the emergency period is considered as Indira Gandhi's personal interest, but actually it was a form of government which was headed by Indira Gandhi. But coming into reality, people could not demarcate it or divide that Indira Gandhi versus the other issues. So they have seen Indira Gandhi government versus the other governments, where they have faced the civil rights were cancelled, the prices were shooted up, and all the famous people were kept into prisoners. So in this way, Indira Gandhi was considered as a very bad scenario at that point of time, and she lost her own hometown of elections, as well as she lost in all places, and in except in 9 states, remaining all the other states, she could not retain any of her power, and finally Congress became into the position of opposition and the Janata Party came to power. In this way, the return of India towards democracy after emergency was coming into an end. This was a historical incident or a historical period when a nation has faced most severe time. The democratic systems have never failed. So many of the questions have raised that is democracy got expired in India, but the 1977 elections have truly made it clear that democracy is still alive and the multi-party system still coexists in India, and there is no single party dominance further. That is only the Congress party. We got all the other opportunities of the other parties to get in the full majority, and Congress reducing itself to less than its half strength, but it could retain its power in the 9 states. What happened in the 9 states? Did the new government accept the 9 states governments of the old Congress government? What are the other steps taken by it? What are the positive steps and the negative steps? We shall discuss now further.